Hey guys, what's happening? What's going on? Hi guys, welcome again to my YouTube channel. My name is Oyin Consolable Sayomi, and you can also call me Oni B. I'm a Nigerian living in Germany and I am an advisor. So on my channel, I talk about travel ideas, schooling abroad, and life generally as a foreigner living abroad. If you think you will like to see content around this area, please kindly do well to hit that subscribe button. Also remember to turn on the notification bell so whenever I post a new video, you become one of those people to get notified. All right, so as you can see from the topic of the day in the description box, yes, at the time of filming the video, I already know what it's going to be about. So as you can see from the description box, I'm going to be talking about I'm going to be sharing with you about how I got my UK visa 2 weeks after I was rejected. Yes, you heard me right. So before I go into the video of the day, I'd like to put out a disclaimer out there. So this is based on my personal experience. It might not work for you, but then I did it and it worked for me. So if you want to know more, please sit down, relax, and enjoy this video. So recently, a friend and I were discussing about how he got a rejection with his UK visa, and he told me, "Oh, you look like someone that has a lot of experience with visa applications and things like that. Why don't you share with people?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, true. Like I've done a lot of applications, visa applications. Have I gotten rejected? Oh yes, I have. And have I gotten some? Oh yes, I have. But today, like I said earlier on, I'll be sharing my experience with you about how I got my UK visa 2 weeks after I was rejected. So some months back, I applied for a UK visa, and I thought I'd put all the documents I needed together and all. But unfortunately for me, a month after, I got like a mail. Here, I think abroad, they always send, at times they send your decisions to you in your mail before they tell you to come and pick up your document at the VFS office. So I got the mail telling me, "Oh, your visa has been rejected for this so reason." And you know the way they always do it, UK always gives like the reasons for their decision. They put in, you had stated that you work in so place, but there was no place showing the proof of funds, and they just listed and itemized everything on the visa application page. And one of the reasons was that I did not clear, I had stated I work at so place, but I did not show my proof of funds, and also money was moved out of my account, and there's I moved into my account like at subsequent times, and I did not clarify, and they cannot really prove that I own that funds. So I had stated I was going to the UK for a week, and at itemized my plan. So on day one, I'll be visiting so place. I'll be staying in an hotel. On day two, I'll be seeing my friends. On day three, I'll be seeing families. I had itemized every of my plan for the 1 week that I was going to be in the UK, and which honestly, that was what I was going to do. But then eventually, my rejection letter came, and immediately I saw it, I was very furious because I knew I had not lied. Like I didn't put out any lie there. Like everything I stated was what I really wanted to do. And as regards my proof of funds, yes, I had that money there. It was there and all. So immediately I got my the rejection letter, I didn't even wait to pick up my passport. I just put in another application. I made a new application and I put in another application immediately. And what I did was I created a new application, and then I wrote an application letter for the UK visa. I know you have to put together some documents. So I put together I submitted my work documents, which was one of the reasons why I think I got rejected. I did not submit my work documents. I did not submit my proof of funds, and I did not also my residence permit was not fully captured. So I realized that the previous one I had submitted, a part of it was cut out. So Visa officers are actually psychologists, like you are not there to defend what you're putting out. So whatever document is put to them is what they are actually going to work with. So I actually advise people, do not think they will know or they should know. How do you want them to know? They are only going to work with the information you give them, and the documents you present to them is what they work with. Your documents that you present to them is actually what will defend you. And they don't call to tell you, oh, you forgot to drop this document, send it. No, they don't do that. Once they do not get what they want to get, they just automatically refuse your visa. So I had stated, I wrote um a new letter, like a new letter of application. I copied out all the itemized reasons for my rejection, and then I went to my point, like I just stated for clarity. In number the visa officer had stated that I did not submit these. You can see in place that actually I have submitted my letter of appointment, my work letter and everything. And then I picked number two reason was also because of my proof of funds. Well, as you can see from my letter of appointment, so amount was sent on so day, so that money is actually mine. I actually loaned my friend. I just stated all the reasons there, and I sent out my application. And so I put out my application, paid for the new I paid for the application, paid for the new VHS appointment, and I think about a day or two, I just picked up my so I went to the VHS office, picked up my passport. Obviously it was rejected, so I didn't even mind. And immediately I picked up my passport, I just told them I have another termin, I have another appointment to drop off my document, and then immediately I put it in, and that was it. In fact, when I was going to do my I'm going to share like the picture of my visa page with you. When I was going that day, like I was just like a dassicle, because the first one I was all glammed up, all dressed up. This one I went wearing a fucking t-shirt and a jean trousers, my face no makeup. I was just so sad. I'm like, whatever, if you like give me, if you like don't give me. But then I had also clarified in my letter of letter of application that I'm actually doing this now because I would like to defend any discrepancy or any wrong accusation that the visa officer had laid against me, because this is the best time to clarify. I don't know what my status will be next year, or when next. I won't like the decision made today to stand against me if I do not clarify later in future. So like I wrote it down there, like I was very clean and clear. And I wrote that I'm not concerned about if I'm going to be giving the visa or not, but then I would like to clarify all these things, because these people, they always keep your details, they always keep everything. So if you've applied before and you did not, and they send you back a rejection for some reasons, and oh, you didn't do anything to deserve this rejection, and you can clarify, seriously put in your application again and clarify. So as I was saying, I went to the VHS office to submit my application. I did my thumb printing. I just snapped the picture. You need to see that picture. It was very ugly. I didn't even bother smiling. My face was all gloomed, like, whatever. If you like, give me. If you like, don't give me. But then I want to clarify this discrepancy, and I want to clear up my name. So next time, whenever I put in an application, what the accusations or the allegations laid against me won't stand against me. So I put in my application, and guess what, guys? In 2 weeks' time, funny enough, this time around they didn't send me my decision. But then I think I tracked. No, I didn't track. I just left it there, and like, anytime you're ready, you return my passport. And then, like, in some weeks' time, in 2 weeks' time, I just got a message: your passport is ready for pickup. And the day I went, in my mind, I'm like, if you like, give me; if you like, don't give me. So I just went, and I picked up my passport, and I opened the page, and yeah, lo and behold, my visa was there. And yeah, I had that sense of fulfillment. So Also, a friend of mine recently applied for UK visa. I told him I'm going to share the experience. I won't be mentioning his name. And then in the visa during the visa application, they are going to ask you, so how long are you going to be staying in the UK? He said, and funny enough is he actually works like with a company in the UK, and it's if an expense paid, all hotel, everything that is going, is actually supposed to stay there for 3 days, and all expense paid, you know. And so they asked him, how long are you going to be staying in the UK? He said he's going to be staying for 3 days. And they asked him, how much are you willing to, how much is your income? And he stated, how much are you going to be willing to spend in the UK? And he said he was going to be spending 3,500. And when he told me, I'm like, you to think about it, 3,500 pounds in 3 days. Does it, like, what do you think? And he was like, oh, it thought they actually need money. And I'm like, no, the UK is not like that. They want you to defend every of your funds. So you can tell them you're spending 800. And I told him, like, 3,500 pounds in 3 days is not visible. Even if you're picking money on the ground, how do you intend to, like, you know? And meanwhile, you're not paying for hotel, you're not paying for feeding. Is in your letter of invitation that everything is all expense paid. So those little discrepancies, I think, like, always like triggers, like, why, what's wrong, are you running away, you know? And then funny enough, this my friend is actually a frequent traveler, but then he had just collected a new passport and put in, like, he just put in a virgin passport there like that. And I was like, oh, they should know that he travels. Even if he wrote it in his application that he travels, how are they supposed to know? They are not magicians, they are not witches. So you must always put in every evidence. Like, if you are submitting your proof of, if you are submitting your bank statement, you must put clarity. There has to be clarity of every fund. Don't say, oh, is it not money they need you to go and spend money in their country. No, they don't work like that. So you must always defend every word you put out there, and you must always know that your documents is like what answers, like, your document is what will defend you there. You won't be there to defend, oh, so it's like this, oh, it's like that. So you need to put together as much information as they require. All right, guys, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you've been able to learn a thing or two. Kindly let me know in the comment section if you like to know more about visa applications, and if you like to know more questions. All right, guys, I'll be catching you in my next video. Do not forget to subscribe, give a thumbs up, hit the notification bell, so whenever I post a new video, you'll be the first person to get notified. Thank you, guys. Like a magnet to a knot. Like a lighthouse on the ocean, I sail him on devotion, and so my thoughts. I said